Um, we're introducing a new segment on the page, and it's called Ask Teacher Tina. It's based on we have a radio show every Saturday called Safe Space, and I have a segment there called Ask Teacher Tina. And um, the listeners of the program can ask questions during that program. So, inadapt lang po natin for the page. And I thought of this segment, number one, because Teacher Tina receives roughly 20 to 30 messages a day from parents who are either congratulating us, so thank you so much for the support, or really are at a loss already to where to go, or asking for counseling regarding their children. Hindi ko po nasasagot yon lahat. And I'm so thankful for those who are patient enough to wait. Sometimes nasasagot ko sila pero siguro mga 1 to 2 weeks after pa. And what I did was I just compiled some of the messages and napare-pareho sila ng topic so that we can answer it in one go, parang batch replying. But I would still want to chat with you through either our group parent teacher community or through private messaging. But if I cannot, I hope this segment can help you out. If your problem is around the same topic that we will be discussing for the video for Ask Teacher Tina. So for this particular video, um, hindi man sa malungkot, pero medyo malungkot. I've received messages kasi from parents who, naiintindihan ko po na mahirap maging magulang, lalong-lalo na kung hindi nyo kasama yung mga anak nyo physically. Marami pong OFW sa Pilipinas. OFW or, when you have certain circumstances na hindi kayo nakatira sa isang bahay. So, lumalaki po sila either sa lola, sa lolo, usually grandparents eh. For some of the messages that I'm presenting, very, very fast lang po sila mapipresent kasi I'll probably just put them around here kasi I removed the details of some because of course we want to maintain their anonymity. Because every issue such as this we need to consider it as confidential and private unless that follower would want to share. But more often than not, I just remove their names. Diba? Lahat po kasi I've been espousing this ever since or advocating this na lahat po ng issues natin sa pamilya, as much as possible, sana po private and confidential pag sinusolusyonan natin. Dahil it concerns minors like your children. It concerns relationships like your spouses. So, parang ano lang po yan, pag pumupunta kayo ng psychologist or therapist, we have an oath that we need to keep all the details private. Di po namin pwedeng sabihin kahit kanino yung details na pinag-usapan ninyo dahil mas masusolusyonan po pag pribado ang process. Yan. Ngayon po, ginagawa lang po natin ito para makatulong sa iba na baka may, without the details, na may hindi makakuha ng counseling or alam ko pong medyo expensive rin po magpa-therapy or to look for a counselor. Kapag hindi po lumaki sa piling natin ang ating mga anak, mahirap po yun dahil mahirap na nga po maging magulang as it is. Yun na po yung baseline. Mahirap po maging magulang. Mas mahirap po pag hindi sila lumaki sa atin. So, there's one case wherein a mother was an OFW and sadly, marami rin pong OFW na pag naging OFW sila, naghihiwalay po silang mag-asawa. So, anong nangyayari po ay naiiwan yung anak dun sa isang asawa, mag-aasawa sila ulit, tapos mag-aasawa rin ulit yung OFW. Tapos pag uwi nila, syempre, kung nakasanayan na ng anak na tumira dun sa tatay o sa nanay na naiwan, most likely, nahihirapan po yung OFW parent na mag-reconnect with the children kasi hindi naman sila sanay dun sa presence ng OFW parent. Another mother messaged me. Ang problema naman po niya, nag-asawa siya. Meron siyang anak sa pagkadalaga. At hindi yata naging maganda yung pag-accept nung bago niyang asawa dun sa anak niya sa pagkadalaga. So, para po mawala ng conflict sa bahay, pinatira po dun sa grandparents yung panganay. And they're having behavioral issues from the teen. And hindi na ba daw po niya alam kung anong gagawin niya. She has tried everything, talking to the child, and the child is very hostile to her already, parang blaming her for everything that has happened because nga, hindi naman siya lumaki. So, ang unang ko pong sinabi sa kanila, first of all, then, mahirap maging teenager. It's a very emotional and it's a roller coaster of emotions being a teenager. Nadaanan nyo din po yon. So, alam nyo po na mahirap maging teenager. Hormonal, emotional. You want to be independent and yet you're not yet independent. You want to be with your friends more than your family. And then sometimes, pag ang brain po ng teenager, naha-highlight syempre yung mga weaknesses of the parents. Dahil, tama naman yun, wala namang perfect na parent. Mas nakikita nila yung problema kasi nagiging adults na sila. Diba? So, minsan masakit sila makasalita. But I corrected one of the mothers when she said na parang wala nang hope dun sa pag-uugali niya. Yung teenager na lumaki sa piling ng lolo't lola dahil hindi siya matanggap nung stepfather niya. First, that situation in itself is very hard for a child. Parang hindi niya alam. He's like a lost ship. Hindi niya alam saan siya magda-dock. So, hindi naman, ang bahay naman niya, hindi naman talaga sa bahay ng lolo't lola niya. Hindi niya alam kung permanently ba siya nandun, temporarily ba siya nandun. Wala naman dun yung magulang niya. Secondly, they don't feel safe because am I going to stay here forever? Am I going to be taken away? Am I going to return to my mother and be with that family who I do not know? That in itself, ang hirap ng i-process ng isang teenager. Which is why there is behavior or misbehavior that will enter the circumstances. They will seek safety from their tribe, barkada, kaklase, because they do not feel the safety in their home. And every child, one of the most important things they need to feel is safety. Safety meaning hindi lang safe ka from dangerous elements, mga magnanakaw, kaya sasaktan ka. But safety meaning, am I home? Is this my home? Am I accepted here? And the situation in itself, na pinatira siya sa lolo't lola niya kasi hindi nga niya makasundo yung bagong asawa ng mommy niya, is already unsafe for that teenager. The odds are stacked against that teenager already. Pero ang encouragement ko naman po dun sa nanay na talaga namang lahat ay ginagawa para for reparation, ang tawag po dun. It's never too late to repair relationships. Never. Even for the parent who was an OFW who does not have a relationship with her children and nalulungkot siya dahil she knows nothing of her kids because they don't share anything. But it's something that we have to accept the circumstances. But we need to ask the adults and ask the parents who want to reach out. We cannot stop reaching out. Even if, sinasantabi tayo, 'di ba? Tayo po ang nakatatanda. At kung gusto niyo po talagang magkaroon ng relationship with your children, don't give up. It's never too late to repair connections. Titiisin natin dahil they can be very mean because they are hurt. They're not mean to really hurt you, but they are hurt. Sila po yung nasasaktan sa nangyari. Kaya po, masakit din yung lumalabas na emosyon sa kanila. So kung yun po ang iniisip natin, na sila po ang nasasaktan, isipin natin na kaya ko to dahil mahal ko siya at gusto kong magkaroon ng relationship with this person. The mother who messaged me, who was an OFW, her kids are already in their 20s when she came back. It's never too late. Reach out to your kids. Ask them for out on a date and talk about the most mundane things. Hindi nyo kailangan pag-usapan ang mga seryosong bagay kaagad. Pwedeng samahan nyo lang siya pag gusto niyang, bibili ka ng pantalon? Sige, samahan kita. Diba? The simplest things, the everyday things. Because yun yung nawala sa kanila with you when you were physically apart. Yung mga pang-araw-araw, hindi kailangan grandioso. Hindi kailangang ilibre, hindi kailangang bilhan ng bagong cellphone kaagad. Ang nawala po sa kanila yung pang-araw-araw na buhay kasama ninyo. So don't give up. It's hard. It's very hard. Actually, mahirap na. Mas mahirap pa dahil hindi tumira sa inyo. But it's never too late. Don't give up. Don't give up on your child. You can still have a relationship with them. So I pray for all the OFWs. I pray for all the parents who are apart from their children. Because mas humirap yung challenge. But I'm here to say that I have seen a lot of reconciliations if there is an effort from the adult or the parent. So thank you so much for listening, and I hope that helped.